Welcome back to Ryan Taylor Natural Remedies. Hormones are chemical messengers that control how cells and organs do their work in your body. Statistics show that over 80% of women suffer from a hormonal imbalance, and many do not even realize it. For example, a woman who suffers with low estrogen levels may suffer with dry skin, depression, night sweats, insomnia, low libido, brain fog, or vaginal dryness. Whereas a woman who has too much estrogen may have enlarged breasts that feel tender to touch, ovarian cysts, anemia, PMS, and aching in the thighs and legs. The body actually makes over 50 different hormones which are released by different glands. This is called the endocrine system. These glands are very sensitive, however, and can trigger a hormonal imbalance if you're exposed to too much stress or toxins from the environment. It's also very common for medications and birth control pills to cause hormonal imbalances when you have taken them for years. If you aren't getting the right nutrients from your food, this can make the situation worse, and the glands will struggle to function properly, causing further hormonal problems. With this in mind, in today's video we will explore the top 12 foods to prevent hormonal imbalance in women. These foods will help to balance the hormones by supporting the glands which control them. Before we get started, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn all notifications on. These actions help me to reach more people with nutrition and health tips. This video is for educational purposes only, so do speak to your doctor if you have any medical concerns. The top 12 foods that prevent hormonal imbalance in women. One of the best foods in the world for balancing hormones is sea kelp. Sea kelp contains a concentrated amount of iodine, a trace mineral that heals the thyroid gland, balances estrogen levels, and helps to get rid of brain fog at any age. There are many different varieties of this vegetable, such as wakame, kombu, Irish sea moss, nori, and bladderwrack, to name a few. Sea kelp is excellent for pregnant women and postmenopausal women because it contains 10 times more calcium than milk, helping to support healthy bones and teeth. It's also rich in other trace minerals like zinc and selenium, which are vital for hormonal health. You can get this in a capsule form if you wish. The next food on our list is cinnamon. If you suffer with heavy periods, there are certain spices and herbs that you can eat to reduce pain and cramping. Ceylon cinnamon bark is a tasty spice which reduces heavy bleeding by boosting blood circulation. I also recommend ginger, which reduces pain during menstruation by lowering prostaglandins. Number 3 is the well-known superfood avocados. If you regularly have cravings for sugar, especially after a meal, it's likely that you have too much insulin in the blood, which can damage the pituitary gland in your brain and affect the entire endocrine system. Too much insulin makes you gain weight, feel tired after meals, and can lead to heart attacks and diabetes if left unchecked. Avocados, however, are one of the richest sources of potassium and monounsaturated fats that reduce the need for insulin. Eating these often helps to regulate your ovaries and keep your blood sugars stable. This in turn helps to reduce stress and make you feel more calm and focused throughout the day. Next on our list is number 4, parsley. The body absorbs many dangerous toxins from the environment, like pesticides, heavy metals, and pollutants. These are called endocrine disruptors, which puts the hormones out of balance and are very dangerous for your health. Eating parsley and other fresh green herbs often helps to detoxify these chemicals from your liver, therefore helping to balance out your hormones. The 5th food to balance hormones is walnuts. These extremely healthy nuts support female hormone balance as they contain a high amount of iodine and selenium. Selenium is a key nutrient found to prevent goiters and swelling in the thyroid gland. In fact, walnuts, macadamia nuts, almonds, and Brazil nuts are all loaded with vitamin E, which can reduce menopausal symptoms like hot flashes, palpitations, and insomnia. Eating a small handful of assorted nuts each day is very helpful to the body, but keep nuts in moderation as they do contain a high amount of calories. Up next is apple cider vinegar. Drink a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water before you eat a meal. This liquid helps to strengthen your stomach in order to break down foods and absorb more nutrients for hormonal health. Apple cider vinegar supports a healthy metabolism and stimulates the release of enzymes and bile for better digestion. It's also very useful for reducing GERD and acid reflux, which is common in women over the age of 30. The next foods to eat often are salmon and sardines. Oily fish like these are loaded with EPA and DHA, the most essential omega-3s needed by the human body. These active omega-3s are the raw materials needed to build hormones and gland tissue. They are also anti-inflammatory, which helps them to actively balance hormones by reducing inflammation and swelling. Replace refined carbohydrates in your diet with oily fish, and you will soon start to notice positive changes in your health and vitality. Another food that you may not have been aware of is beet tops. The leaves that grow on the top of beets are one of the greatest sources of potassium in the world. This mineral heals the liver and the gallbladder naturally. Start eating a mixture of leafy greens each day to help your gallbladder produce bile. This substance will help you to break down fatty acids, convert thyroid hormones, and prevent swollen ankles and feet. The next hormone balancing food is broccoli sprouts. Did you know that you can sprout broccoli seeds at home and in 3 days have one of the most powerful superfoods on the planet ready to eat? Broccoli sprouts and cauliflower sprouts contain up to 100 times more sulforaphane than the fully grown vegetables. This powerful compound detoxifies harmful chemicals from your liver and body to prevent hormonal imbalance, especially during the monthly cycle, pregnancy, or menopause. Studies show that sulforaphane can prevent the spreading of breast cancer cells. It has also been shown to treat gastritis and H. pylori infections. The next food on our list may surprise you. Number 10 is coffee and green tea. Drinking too much coffee can overstimulate your nerves, causing irritability, stress, overthinking, and anxiety if you aren't careful. However, if you consume small amounts of decaffeinated coffee each day, this can actually supply boron. Boron is a trace mineral which is essential for balancing estrogen and getting rid of depression and anxiety. Green tea, on the other hand, is one of the best drinks for keeping the body free of toxins and supporting your liver in balancing your hormones. Green tea is rich in chlorophyll and EGCG compounds which purify your blood. You can also get green tea capsules if you don't like the taste. Number 11 is nutritional yeast. If you often suffer with constant chatter in your brain, a racing mind, or anxiety, then nutritional yeast can help. Don't worry, this isn't the same type of yeast used to raise bread, and it can't cause a yeast infection in your body because it's deactivated. Nutritional yeast actually has a nutty flavour and is rich in the B vitamin complex, which supports the nervous system. It also balances the stress hormone called cortisol and can relieve restless leg syndrome. Eating this helps your body to metabolize food into energy and reduces insulin resistance, making you less likely to crave junk foods and sugar. Eat 2 tablespoons per day mixed in yogurt, sprinkled over salads, or in soups. Last but not least, evening primrose oil is a powerful hormone balancer. If you have any type of hormonal imbalance, then taking a daily supplement of evening Primrose Oil can make a difference. This oil contains a unique fatty acid called gamma-linolenic acid. Taking this on a regular basis has been shown to improve hair growth by balancing key hormones. Being a powerful anti-inflammatory, it's also wonderful for getting rid of aches, pains, and stiffness in the joints, especially if you're in menopause or have heavy periods. Some extra tips and advice on balancing hormones. So you may be asking, why are my hormones out of balance in the first place? Well, it's mostly down to the modern lifestyle. It has become more convenient to eat pre-packaged foods, refined grains and sugars to keep energy levels high because of how busy we all are. Unfortunately, over time it's very common for people to develop deficiencies because they simply aren't eating the right foods. This weakens the glands over time. Emotional stress, financial concerns and worries can also put a strain on the adrenal glands, which throws the entire endocrine system out of balance. The adrenal glands have to take over from the ovaries during menopause, so if they're burnt out, you will have more hot flashes, night sweats, and potential vaginal dryness during this time of your life. Start taking gentle walks in nature for around 45 minutes a day in areas where there are lots of trees and plants. Essential oils released into the air help to calm your adrenal glands and bring in more oxygen, helping to rid stress that's trapped inside your body. On the other hand, you should be aware that certain GMO foods that you may be eating affect your hormones and cause an imbalance. Soy, cottonseed, canola, corn oils and vegetable spreads are highly inflammatory to your glands and can cause major hormonal imbalance. So start cutting these out of your diet and eat healthier fats like extra virgin olive oil instead. Organic, leafy green cruciferous vegetables are amongst some of the best foods on the planet when it comes to balancing your hormones, because they are absolutely loaded with minerals and phytonutrients that heal the glands and therefore balance the hormones throughout your entire endocrine system. Want to know more about the 12 common signs of hormonal imbalance? Click on this video for more information. Wishing you great health, wealth, and happiness.